Powered by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
Good morning to you. The deadline for a congressional compromise over border wall funding is closer than you may think, coming up while lawmakers in Washington need to agree by tomorrow in order to avoid another government shutdown. And the Gallatin County Search and Rescue Team saves a pair of lives when a father and son became lost while hiking near Spanish Creek. Coming up, how searchers found the two and got them to safety. Good morning to you. That story is amazing. We're going to get to that in just a moment. I'm joined by our meteorologist, Matt Elwell, right now. The topic this morning, cold, 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 cold.
The wind chill is really a big issue. We still have some ice on the area roadways. It's hard to get rid of it without a little bit of heat. And today we may actually see some sunshine. These are the actual air temperatures, teens and 20s below zero as we're starting the early part of the day. The wind chill values, in some cases, nearly 40 degrees below zero. Dress in layers and get those pets indoors. Check on the elderly. Temperatures are going to be really difficult to deal with this morning, even with the sunshine that we have. Again, wind chill values, in some cases, Butte sitting at 38 degrees below zero.
Wow. With those cold temperatures, we thought it was a good idea to send our own Chet Lehman out in the cold to tell us just how cold it is. He's out near Four Corners, near First Security Bank. Chet, what do you have for us this morning?
Well, Missy, Matt, it is a cold one around southwest Montana this morning. Matt's been talking about some of those temperatures. I feel like I'm in maybe the banana belt here. First Security Bank at Four Corners, our location showing just 15 below now, so it's balmy compared to some places around the state. The reality is, though, none of this is anything you want to mess with. You can cause damage just within a matter of a few minutes with these kind of temperatures. Skin will become tingly. You can feel it. If it hurts to go outside, you're looking at the early signs of frostbite right there, and that's what we're looking at. I've been limiting my exposure, staying in the car while I've been out here, trying not to touch anything metal, as that way it would not affect my fingers and those kind of things. Trying not to get wet as well. All of those kind of things, if you have to be outside, think about. I would suggest not going out. Matt mentioned in his bus stop forecast layering. I have 4 layers on my core right now. I have the neck warmer on, multiple layers on my legs as well, gloves, hats, ears are all protected. All of those things, if you do have to be outside, I would think about. Also, though, I am in a vehicle. I've let people know where I'm going. I'm making sure that I have warm clothes should something else happen to the vehicle where I'd lose the heat in that situation. So if you're planning to do some driving around, I would suggest making sure you take care of yourself. That vehicle will be able to keep you warm whether the vehicle can or not. All of those things are the things to think about when we're talking about the temperatures we're talking about right now. Again, 15 below zero here at First Security Bank in Four Corners. Just as a reminder of how cold that is, the health department recommends the temperature of your freezer be no colder than 0. There you go. That's how cold it is in southwest Montana right now. Again, reporting live from Four Corners on a very frigid Thursday, I'm Chet Lehman. I'm going to send it back to Missy and Matt in the studio.
Thank you, Chet. Worried about that pretty face of yours. You better get back in the car and warm up. It's our top story for you now. A bipartisan group of lawmakers met with border protection officials yesterday, and their main message: the best way to strengthen the border is a combination of barriers, technology, and personnel. Now, as the debate over the security rolls on, the clock is ticking towards another government shutdown. John Lawrence has our details.
President Trump not backing down on his demand.
Simply put, walls work and walls save lives.
During Tuesday's State of the Union address, he called on Republicans and Democrats to join forces.
So let's work together, compromise, and reach a deal that will truly make America safe.
Lawmakers say they need to come to an agreement by Friday morning to give the House and Senate enough time to pass it.
If the president stays out of it, we will get a deal, a good deal that Democrats and Republicans, House and Senate, can support.
We should get this done legislatively, and I'm looking forward to making that happen.
As the February 15th shutdown deadline looms, hundreds of military personnel are being moved from the Arizona border for a mission in Texas. This comes after a group of about 2,000 migrants arrived in northern Mexico.
If the evidence supports the notion for enhanced fencing moving forward, that you will find some bipartisan consensus in that regard.
Legal immigration I think we all concede and agree with makes our country stronger, but illegal immigration is illegal.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, if an agreement is not reached by the deadline, President Trump said he might declare a national emergency to fund a border barrier. However, House Democrats, who have a majority, could push forward a resolution of disapproval, which could end up blocking the president's declaration. Much more to follow on this. And a fascinating story for you now. A Utah man and his 12-year-old son suffered frostbite injuries after having to be rescued from Spanish Peaks area Tuesday evening and early Wednesday morning. Search and rescue crews from Gallatin County and Big Sky were dispatched around 6:30 Tuesday night. 20 snowmobilers and skiers were involved in the search. The boy was found at about 10 p.m. asleep in the snow between the main road of the Spanish Creek cabin, and the father was found at about 1:15 Wednesday morning near Pioneer Falls Trail. Both were flown to the University of Utah, the Burn Center.
Blizzard conditions, it was below zero. It was just, it's worst case scenario as far as weather, and they should have never been out there. They weren't equipped for being out in that weather, and they are just very, very lucky to be alive.
Wow. Now, Sheriff Goodkin says that the boy and his father became separated in blizzard conditions. The child was found first, and it was able to give researchers that information. Then, combined with cell phone data, allowed the searchers to locate the father. He was located near Pioneer Falls Trail, a few miles from the Spanish Creek cabin. Researchers hauled him to the cabin on a toboggan and used a snowmobile rescue sled to get him an ambulance. Incredible. Now let's stay on topic. Avalanche dangers, lost skiers and snowmobilers. Whatever the situation may be, search and rescue crews are ready to respond. When Gallatin County Search gets the call, they have a special team with 4 legs to help. MTN's Emma Hamilton has our story.
At home, they're a typical household pet. But when search and rescue is called out, these canines are on the job.
On our way to a search, we'll often, I tell my dog the story about what we're going to look for, and then you're talking out loud and your dog is listening, but it helps you to clarify things. Once again, it's all about us trying to be a strong team.
Whitman says several hours go into training these canines, and it's truly training for the human team members too, for them to better understand the dogs and work together to be a stronger team. Here, the dogs are training to ride snowmobiles with the search and rescue team members to be prepared for whatever happens this winter.
Responding to an avalanche or a search where they needed to ride, whether it's an ATV or a snowmobile, we don't want it to be their first time. We want them to be really comfortable because they're stressed enough as it is. So if we can take all that stress out to begin with, then it lets them focus on their job.
These canines make a difference in the team's search efforts.
For us, they're really helpful. They do their best. They're another resource. We have so many different resources that we use, but the dogs they have no agenda. They're not thinking logically through that we often do. They're just doing what they're trained to do, and they're hunting for what we ask them to hunt for. And so they just put everything into it and do the best they can.
In Bozeman, Emma Hamilton, MTN News.
Now, those dogs begin to train as puppies. They are considered to be fully trained by the time they're 2 years old. I love that. And yesterday, we received numerous reports of earthquakes from viewers throughout the Manhattan and Churchill areas. We followed up with the U.S. Geological Survey, which reported no major earthquakes in the area, but there was a 3.0 quake centered under homes on the west side of Manhattan. On Monday and Tuesday, there were 2 smaller quakes, each about a mile west of Manhattan. And in this week's Fraud Watch, MTN's Jacob Fuhr shows us a few simple ways to check up on your financial health and avoid fraud. And the best part is you can do it for free 3 times a year.
Oftentimes, as consumers, we have to be reactive to scams, report a suspicious phone call or email, be weary of offers too good to be true. But there is a simple way to be proactive about fraud, and it won't cost you anything. You can check your credit report to monitor your financial health. While we often warn free things aren't really free, your credit report is. You can thank federal law for that. There are 3 credit reporting bureaus authorized to give you that report. You can request one from each bureau every year. That's 3 free chances to view your credit report.
There is one clearinghouse that's kind of federally endorsed and approved, and that's annualcreditreport.com.
Keep that address handy. That website is where you can request and access those reports. You will need some important information handy.
They will ask for your social security number. So when you're on annualcreditreport.com, be aware that you're going to have to provide that social security number. So don't do it at a coffee shop when you're using public Wi-Fi. Make sure you're with your secure Wi-Fi network before you give that out.
There are other sites that advertise a free report, but the Better Business Bureau says be careful.
They might not necessarily be a scam, but they're misleading because they are not often actually free.
Be cautious of sites offering a free credit report, but still asking for a credit card number. In Helena, Jacob Fuhrer, MTN News.
Okay, now by law, you are entitled to additional free credit scores in a few specific scenarios. That includes if your financial application is denied. Now, if you are unemployed and seeking employment, and you are receiving public welfare assistance, and if you have reason to believe you are a victim of fraud. Now, this just in, Belgrade Public Schools are saying they're running 2 hours behind the time today of start time because of these cold temperatures. We're going to keep you updated on this. It is time for a quick break. Let's take a look ahead on Montana This Morning, as well as CBS This Morning.
I'm Mike Dennison at the Capitol. Coming up, I'll give you a closer look at the multi-million-dollar infrastructure plans before the legislature.
Good morning. Ahead here on CBS This Morning, we're in Virginia as two of the state's top lawmakers face scandal over wearing blackface. We'll speak with a historian from the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And first on CBS This Morning, we look at potentially groundbreaking artificial intelligence technology that could revolutionize food safety. See you at 7.